Hey guys, what is up? The Master here with Paul again.
We're going to be
He's
doing.
dueling.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
He's dueling our friend the Junior. Um, and basically, I'm gonna kind of take this time to talk about kind of some of the things that I'm going to be doing soon, and Paul's going to be included. And there's going to be some pretty cool stuff going on. So basically, what I'm planning on doing is I've not been making a lot of videos lately, and that's just because I've been busy. Fortunately, though, I am actually back to being able to start recording again, doing stuff like that. But what I want to do is I want to play Minecraft, which you guys probably already know that. Hurry up, Challenger. Ew, gross. But Paul, I wanted to ask you, what is your plans for your YouTube channel, and what are you going to be doing with it soon?
Well, in general, I'm planning on still staying with Yugioh and staying low with the thing. I want to be consistent with what I'm planning on doing. I'm hoping that some Yugioh fans might be able to come to me and, if you stop doing a couple videos, maybe I could have some mechany videos to supplement for that while you're doing your gaming channel. That's what I was thinking.
And actually, what I could do, Paul, don't you think? What I could do is, we could actually let you make videos and actually post them on my channel. And link your channel stuff involved in with it. But I think that's a really cool idea. I mean, Roy actually, Center Pro Yugioh is his YouTube channel name. You can go find that on my channel as well. He asked me to do some vids for him, so I still need to be doing that. And I've got a lot of stuff that I need to be doing for other people that I just haven't quite been able to do. Busy schedule, busy life.
I can get in the way.
Life gets in the way of everything, but YouTube is my life. It's my dream job, and well, I'm gonna get back to it full time. Anyways, Paul, tell us a little bit about your psychic deck here.
Well, the deck's based off of banishing cards from the graveyard, like revolving around the graveyard and taking advantage of that in order to add cards to my hand. Like a good card like Esper Girl, for example, like it's awesome. It should be on the screen. Oh yeah, I'm not recording. All right. Esper Girl allows you, when it's removed from play, a special summon. You allow it to.
I'm assuming you would have Esper Girl set or in your hand.
I have it, yeah. Yeah. Well, I knocked you down. You can choose whether or not to get back up, though.
Yeah, but Paul, I've been meaning to ask you. Do you actually what do you think of the idea of an actual Yu-Gi-Oh community channel for everyone to be able to upload content to?
I like that idea a lot, but it might not be the best idea because some people might not be responsible with it. I might take advantage of it. That's just my opinion.
That is true.
I'm not gonna be I just don't want to be set up for that type of thing.
That is true. I've been thinking about this for a while. Actually, I've been thinking about it since before I met you about making an actual community Yu-Gi-Oh channel for everyone to be able to get involved in and stuff like that, be able to upload their content. But I know that people don't agree with other people, and it's going to end up turning into a bad situation just because it's just going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, that's a great idea," but with all the negatives that people have with other people and what they do in their ideas on the game and stuff like that, the haters, and it's just going to ruin the opportunity. And that's why, maybe a group of friends start up the gaming series channel, something like that, or a Yu-Gi-Oh little company, me, you, Roy, Alexa, all of us get together, do our own YouTube channel shit.
Yeah,
which I could see that working.
If it's just friends and whatnot, I don't see why that's a big deal. But if it's everyone that can upload everything, it would be too disorganized. It'd be a lot of work.
The fact that would mainly worry me is you could be able to easily go up there and delete someone else's video, and they wouldn't even notice. unless they signed in and went to check what their video got, and the video got taken down. I mean, it'd be pretty bad. I mean, then I'd have to actually ban the person's IP from being able to be used on the channel by going to
Exactly.
the
It's not
YouTube
worth
execs. And that's a lot of hard work to get someone banned from the YouTube channel. So it would be a very good idea, but it's a lot of work, it's a lot of hassle, and there's a lot of possible negatives to it.
Yeah, but somewhat it might be worth the risk. I don't know yet. Though.
Yeah, I've been like, if I am going to let people upload, it's going to have to be that people are going to have to be completely responsible. They're going to have to take credit for their own work and only their own work, not anyone else's. And they'd have to get along with other people's work. They have to agree. Like, you can obviously, sure, yes, you can have your discussions among each other about what you like, but no hating on it specifically. Like, oh, you fucking suck, you're a fail because, oh, you like using, like, let's say, oh, you use Grand Soil in a Psychic deck, which actually Paul is a great idea.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But like, there's just too many haters, and the game gets difficult when you get people that hate what you do.
Yeah.
Like, I get so many people all the time like, oh, your deck is bad, your deck is bad, your deck is bad. But, well, you know what? Your face is bad. How about that?
Exactly.
How about we go to personal insults? You insult my deck, you're insulting me personally. So why don't I just go to personal insults? Like, oh, your face is bad. Oh, you have a small dick. Oh, blah, 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 blah. All kinds of offensive shit, you know? It's saying that about someone's deck is basically saying one of those personal offenses. It's really
like for example, I had a friend that like was like, okay, well, they criticized my deck and they said, oh yeah, this is the worst psychic deck I've ever seen. I'm like, okay, it's not that bad, but I had a really bad hand this time. I usually draw a lot better, guys. Anyways, yeah, he said, oh, this is easy, but like I have a chance now.
It's only easy because his deck gets good top decks. I've played Nova Junior's deck before. It is a pretty good deck. He actually got a good balance on that deck. Oh snap!
Nice play. He's playing pretty well right now.
Yeah, he keeps getting those good top decks, and that's actually what allows his deck to win, is like him getting good top decks. For me, I win because I get a good lucky top deck, or my deck is just that pro.
This deck actually wins out of skill, most part.
My decks either take skill, or they're just organized well enough to be able to get you what you need when you need it.
True.
Which is always a good factor. Like my Yugioh frogs, they only lose to like decks that can stop my big summons, but if they can't stop my big summons, it's pretty much GG.
True.
And that's what makes the deck OP. Is like, I mean, you have the aspect of frogs, so your opponent gets annoyed when you start using frogs and like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They waste their resources on trying to get that swamp frog gone, so you don't go into like all your, oh snap. You can actually negate that ball.
I know. I'm not really even paying attention. I'm more paying attention to what you're saying, actually.
Yeah. But like, I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
No, it's all good. You were talking about like frogs and how like getting rid of them is kind of difficult.
People when they see like my Yugioh frogs, like they always see me like play the frogs, and they always like try to stop my gotchis or my Dagusto Phoenix. But they don't pay attention to the fact that, oh, I still have other options, because no one has ever seen really a Yugioh frog deck. Except for the 300 views that's on the video, then people have seen it. But in most circumstances, the people who haven't seen the type of deck, they don't know what it's about and how it works. So they tend to waste all their resources on getting the frogs gone. Mm-hmm. And then you go into triple Zeal Gigas OTK. They're just like, what the hell happened? I mean, it's a big jumbo mess. Like your Psychic deck, for example, not a lot of people in Psychics are Embarkion or Beast, or even for that. You want to negate that.
What?
You definitely want to negate that trap.
Definitely want to, yeah. I was like, don't want to? I'm like, what? That would be stupid not to.
Yeah. Like your Psychic deck, for example, is definitely the best Psychic deck I've ever seen played or played against. Simply just because of the fact that it's not what everyone else uses. It might have the same similar style, but the way that it works and the way that it's set up is more set for the mid to long range game. I mean, yeah, you can OTK early in the game, but what's the point? You need to. I mean, yeah, you can do, but
Yeah, but what's the point in trying? What's the point in doing that if you're gonna lose the game, for example? I agree with that point.
yeah. Um, Personally, Paul, I think your psychic deck is the best psychic deck I've ever seen. I have one on YouTube, and I've seen a lot of people's psychic decks. And I'm sorry, but none of their decks can touch this. I mean, plus you're using my favorite freaking set of cards. You're using the salt modes. I mean,
Slow modes are epic, yeah.
the
Like
salt
they're
modes
so
are just way
underrated.
too good. People say, "Oh, the salt modes suck." No, they don't. Have you ever actually seen how they work in the game when you actually get to use them?
Yeah, they're a little slow, but still like because remember that time when you take
Like the deck might be a bit slow, but if you if
yeah
you take like if you take into consideration the fact that you have to have multiple things to get an assault mode monster on the field, it's a bit
yeah
harder of a deck style to play, and people just don't get that. They don't get that. They don't see
yeah
that.
yeah it's more difficult to play. It's more difficult to use, but still like no one really even thinks about using assault modes. Like I'm like, well, because they think it's like too difficult, but really, it's just in their mind.
Whether or not Yu-Gi-Oh is difficult is it's a mind
It involves
mental
strategy. It
perspective.
just depends on like how hard you push towards it.
It's a mental perspective. It's a mental perspective. That's pretty much all it is.
Sure.
And like, frankly, frankly, I think that Yu-Gi-Oh is going in a step where everyone's lacking skill now, and it's all everyone use the meta because that's what
They're all
everyone's
net deck,
playing. They all
and
net
that's what's
deck
irritating
everything.
me too. Like everyone net decks now. It's like, where's the originality? Where was like back then? It was a lot better then. It was way better.
It was a lot better in the old days simply for the fact that everything wasn't always the same, and decks had a bit more originality. Yeah, there wasn't as many cards, there wasn't as much tech, as much strategy, but everyone played on a common basis, and it wasn't all about who could fuck who. It was all about who can have the most fun and play it the smartest.
Exactly.
Now
Like back
it's
then, it was like that. Now it's just all money.
now it's who can put the most money into a deck, make it the fastest they can, and the most fucked up they can. Like Evil Swarm virus builds that I've seen, oh my god, those are ridiculously broken.
Yeah, but like everyone uses them. What's the point in even?
Exactly. The Dark World virus builds, they're good, they're powerful, everyone uses them.
Yeah.
Dragon Rulers, they're strong, they're fast, everyone uses them. Spellbooks, they're strong, they're fast, everyone uses them.
Psychics, they're strong, they're fast. Nobody uses them.
Exactly. My random Thunder Draco
Like
cluster
I'm
deck.
trying to prove a point that you don't need to like spend the most money in order to get the best deck.
Exactly.
This deck could be built for like $60, $70, and it can beat E-Dragons. Come on.
Exactly. You don't need to go and spend hundreds of dollars on a deck for a fucking children's card game that everyone's gonna look down on you on for playing anyway. I mean,
True.
spending $700 to $1,200 on a card game, that's kind of ridiculous. It shouldn't
Agreed.
be that expensive. Like, I mean, right now I'm looking at MST. I'm looking at the price of MST from what it says on TCGPlayer.com. The high rarity is $54.85.
You're kidding me.
That's what it says. $54.85 at TCGPlayer.com. The high rarity. That's just
God damn.
ridiculously stupid. I
That
mean,
is completely ridiculous.
Big Eye and Dragosock are about 200 apiece. I
Oh my
mean,
god.
why
Me.
would you pay that much for a shiny card?
Exactly. That's why I'm thinking like that's why I kind of stopped collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I saw it coming like a mile ahead.
Exactly.
It was
Everything
getting ridiculous.
that, I mean, the fact that
After
no one,
Hermels came out and then they were so expensive, I was like, okay, well now I quit.
Mermills and spellbooks was what killed the prices of everything. Mermills and spellbooks is what made it really expensive.
True. Agreed.
Like, I know my Draco.
I'm not really. I'm holding back because
Yeah, I could see that you are. But like,
I'm trying to make.
people say I want to see original decks. Okay, start using original decks. Like, people say, oh, your Thunder deck isn't original. Okay, it has a complete different monster base than any Thunder deck that ever uses anything. Yeah, it has the main Thunder engine, but that's for summon power to go into XCs, and it has search power. So it helps thin the deck out to get me into my Assault Mode monsters and my big Draco Queste. That's the point of the deck. It's very original. I see, like, 1 in every 300 duels I see someone use Miracle Synchro Fusion and get out a Draco Queste or Accent Kicker.
Exactly.
There are a lot of things that you can do that, I mean, if anything, Miracle Synchro Fusion gets used more for Arcanite Magician, or for Ultimate Arcanite Magician, or whatever the hell it is. That card is just way too good.
True.
But, like, what gets me is...
Yeah.
Everyone's sick and tired of all these big broke-ass meta decks. Why don't you stop playing them? Why don't you just quit playing the meta and play...
something else. I hope that's going to happen someday, but I doubt it.
I hope it will. I mean, I've reverted from using meta to using everything that's non-meta. And they, for the most part, will be meta decks. Technically, Gishkis can be considered meta if built right. Frogs are considered in the meta somewhat. Gishki frogs, though, have just now been invented.
Yeah.
So that's going to end up being the new meta.
Gishkis.
And you'll be seeing a lot of different Gishki builds, like Gishki Mermills, for example, that could actually be highly potentially possible. Sure. And you know what? I think I might go make that deck, actually, after I'm done with it. After this duel.
Gishki Mermills? Yeah. Like at least that deck takes skill, I think. Like, then they say, oh, this deck takes skill. Sure, I'll take 500.
Oof. Snap.
Actually, I could negate that. Oh, well.
It wouldn't be worth it.
True.
I mean, only taking 500.
During the damage step, actually, I can't.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. Stardust says except during the damage step, I believe.
Oh. Anyways, yeah. See how I can win this duel right now.
Like, I don't know. I keep hearing from everybody. I keep watching videos from everyone saying, I'm sick of the meta, I'm sick of the meta, I'm sick of the meta. Stop using the meta.
Exactly, but it's a group effort. It's not just one person.
Exactly. If everyone stops using the meta, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to completely change. And it's not going to be about who can bring out the biggest combos. It's going to be about who can have the most fun and still win.
Exactly.
The way that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was intended when it was first made. Yeah. I mean, look at this freaking stupid broke-ass crap. Oh. Yeah. Negate that, Paul.
I know. I'm planning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to negate that. Like, oh my god. I'm not even paying attention right now. I'm more paying attention to what you guys are saying, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
Like, this would have been over long ago. I'm trying to actually make it last long. I had emergency teleport for a while.
Actually. And now, what do you have in hand?
Emergency teleport again.
Oh, okay.
Overdrive teleporter.
Oh, you got overdrive?
Yeah. I'm gonna save that card though. Well, I could have decay actually. Come to think of it, I will.
Yeah, just beat him now. He's only got one card in hand. I mean, if it scores, you can negate that, right?
Of course, yeah. I can sync. Hmm.
Yeah,
GG.
this is definitely a GG.
I'm gonna reveal the card from his hand.
I just suddenly timed out due to inactivity.
God damn. It's all good, man. I win the duel. Like, I'll take a screenshot of you and show you on Duel Network. Just log back in, I'll show you.
Yeah. Ah, if it'll actually log me back into DN. The problems of timing out on DN. The long minute wait times to re-sign back in. Okay, I'm actually back in now. Yeah, I honestly do hope to God, though, that people stop playing the meta and stop running the meta.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into this a little more because I think this is ridiculous. Like, the metagame is like completely evolving. Like, I'm kind of tired of like this. Like, see, this deck is good. Like, he's using heroics. Come on, that's a good deck out there. That's a meta.
It is a very
I
good deck,
was
actually.
sorry, guys. I was asking actually him to and that's a game. We're gonna duel again though. Anyways, I'm not gonna side.
Eh, I think that if you don't have to side to win, you shouldn't side. I mean,
Yeah.
for certain decks, yes. Obviously, like for Dragon Rulers, because not everyone's going to just main deck Soul Drain and Mind Drain.
Yeah,
Not
sure.
everyone's just going to main deck that. So, I mean, obviously, those are things to be cited.
Every time I go to a YCS, I see something not original.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time you go to YCS, it's all not original. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same things. It's mirror match after mirror match after mirror match. And that's honestly why I stopped going to regionals. That's why I stopped going to YCS in general, is because it's always the same thing.
Yeah, I already see what's gonna happen, so I don't care anymore.
I mean, hell, back late 2011 when Mailfix were first introduced, I went to YCS and I was using Gravekeepers, and I didn't even have the Mailfix virus build, and that's what people were using, and I saw how ridiculous it was. A lot of people were using Mailfix virus keepers.
Yeah.
And basically, I think that everyone should get their own original decks and start going back to a more creative aspect rather than okay, is this deck going to be competitive in the meta? Go to
His
creative.
deck's meta, I think.
His deck?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of people actually play heroic challenger decks. That's why this deck actually interests me.
You won.
But it uses the same concept that Utopia spams do. It uses the same concept style that
Yeah, all the decks are the same. Utopia spam decks are really good though.
Utopia spam decks are good, but it runs on the same similar style and pretty much runs the same play style. Like the what is it? 10 goldfish gadgets or whatever that use Kagito Kage. It runs the same. It runs in the same style. What is it? Battling Boxers runs on the same style. And I just think that
it's getting on my nerves, actually.
It does get on my nerves. It gets on my nerves a lot. Like seeing everyone like use the same style of decks, the same everything really gets on my nerves. Like you got Heretics. Heretics are their own style of deck, and generally there are no other decks that play like Heretics. That's why Heretics to me are fun. Psychics. They run in a very different manner than everything else does.
There's so many different types of Psychic decks, honestly.
Yeah.
There's several different types. There's several ways to build them.
Uh-huh. And their play style is different. Yeah, they have synchro spam ability, but it's the fact that the way that it plays is different.
Yeah.
Karakuri plays completely differently than any other spam decks do. You have Synchron. They play differently than everything else.
True.
Mermills. They play based out of discarding from hand for effect activation. So it plays very differently.
Yeah.
They actually are a similar style to that of Dark World.
Yeah.
As far as for what like you have to do for the effects, it's very similar. So it's a similar style as to Dark Worlds, but Mermail is more OP. But you know what I really want to see start coming back? Are TG stun decks.
Wow, you got me down to 2400 turn 1. That's fucking pissing me off. Is until
And it seems that my net is choking itself.
damn.
Or something to some degree. But yeah, Paul, you know what I really want to see come back? Are TG stun decks.
Agreed.
Like, I want to see the big 4000 Synchro Monster, TG Halberd Cannon. I want to see that come out. Again, I want to see people bring those out.
True.
I'm sick of seeing fucking Quasar. I'm sick of seeing fucking Big Eyes and Jagasogs.
I'm sick of that too.
I'm sick of all that shit.
Would do something about it.
I'm sick of seeing a Shooting Star Dragon hit the goddamn field every damn time I play a Synchron deck. Use something different. I want to see a goddamn TG deck that's a Synchro spam. I want to see that. That I want to see. That really does interest me. I'm really, really seriously have been considering on finding a way to make a TG Synchro spam deck. However, I just don't know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Or how it's even going to work.
Seems legit.
It seems legit. Oh, snap hap. Oh, goddamn.
Is this attack still doubled?
Did he summon it last turn?
Yes.
So it's still at 8,000?
Wait, why would it be at 8,000? Its original attack is doubled.
You cheated.
There's no way that thing can ever get to 8,000 in this style of deck. So any boost bonuses would go after. Wait,
So
what cards did he use for that Excalibur?
Heroic Chance.
Heroic Chance, what does that do?
It doubles attack, but it cannot attack your opponent directly. You can only activate one Heroic Chance per turn. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Heroic decks, as far as attack base, are extremely fucking stupid with the way that the deck works. They don't have special summon power. That's why they rely on things like Huggy Tokage, Tinkfoot, Goldfish, and Goblinberg. And it irritates me that the deck relies on other set of cards to even play.
Okay. I'm getting pissed off by this deck right now. I really am.
Yeah.
Keep going. Fuck this deck. I screw it. I'm about to quit right now, honestly.
These decks are annoying and stupid.
I'm tired of his top decks, honestly.
That's all the deck does is top deck.
Yeah.
Because it pretty much always damn well gets every fucking card that, like, almost every card that he needs.
Oh my god. Why is he doing this? How?
It's all top decking.
How does this deck take skill?
It doesn't. That's why I hate Utopia decks. They all run on a deck that pretty much always top decks, which I hate. It's
Exactly.
a skill-less
Like,
deck.
this deck at least takes skill.
Yeah. Okay.
Send it back.
That's... You should never play Book of Moon at the start of the... Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can. Book of Moon doesn't say anything about changing the battle position after it's changed. Dumbass.
Don't call him that. He's my friend.
I know he is my friend, but he's retarded when it comes to the game. No, he already played it. He can deal with it.
Oh my god, I'm getting pissed off.
It's people that fail like that. I mean, come on. You should know. If you play Book of Moon during the standby phase, they can re-flip summon the monster.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not calling him retarded, I'm saying the way he's playing is retarded.
I hate these top decks, honestly. That's all I'm getting. That's the only thing that's angering me right now. Just the top decks.
It's always top decks. Top decks. Lucky top decks are what the new meta revolves around, is lucky top decks.
Exactly.
And the decks are built to get that lucky top deck every damn time. Every damn time. That's
Every
all
damn time.
they do. Oh, I know what's coming. Oh, snap. Oh, I noticed you added a second Psychic Nightmare to the deck.
Yeah, I had to.
It's such a good card.
It's a good card, and also I need more psychic nightmares.
Yeah. GG, Mirror GG.
I have to play fair. We're on YouTube.
Yeah. You have to play fair. Playing fair is always right.
It's not 1-1, it's 3.
I don't even know what the... Yeah, it's 3-1. Anyways, guys, I'm pretty sure we should stop the recording now. I don't know how long this has been going after the sneeze. Oh, sorry if I just, like, kicked your face off. Anyways.
Yeah, like, I just quit right now because, like, the reason why is because I'm tired of heroics.
Heroics, I'm tired of, like,
I
almost
played that deck 4 times. That deck does not take skill.
No, it does
I
not.
just played it. I'm actually thinking about my moves before I make them, and I'm not really trying in the duel, honestly, because the reason why is I'm trying to keep the duel lasting. Otherwise, I would play a little bit smarter, and, like, I would play differently. But the point is that, like, this deck takes skill.
Yeah.
There's a difference between skill decks and meta decks. Meta decks are, like, just decks that, like, people just throw together to rely on top decking.
Exactly.
This deck actually takes, like, judgment calls. Like, you have to know when to activate a certain card, like Psychic Wizard. You don't want to summon it right away. You want to activate it and taking advantage of the abilities.
Exactly.
And, like, that type of stuff. Like, you want to take advantage of the Graveyard and the Banish Zone in order to allow you fast sync or swarming. That's the point of a Psychic deck.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think it's time that we cut it. It's been a long video. I don't know how long it's been recording for.
It's been at least like 10 minutes, so let's call it a break.
Anyways, I hope that you guys have actually enjoyed the commentary and actually will help us stop this whole everyone run the meta game, because, I mean, frankly, I'm tired of it. I know you guys are tired of it.
Because it's taking originality and, like, creativity out of it.
It's taking everyone's creativity out, and then you don't see anything new and fun to play against. So it's pretty much just, well, holy crap, I just realized that Dark Hole is up to $25.
You're kidding me.
No.
Dark Hole is
Oh,
25. Heavy Storm is 26. And Monster Reborn is 129.
120 for a Monster Reborn.
That's just
The
insane.
average is $16.